All right, Salty, here's the last crate. You're perfect. After this, Percy can come and collect the mail. I thought it wasn't Percy, said Skiff. I thought someone else was taking it. Why wouldn't Percy be taking his mail train? Scoffed Cranky. I heard he was out of action. Apparently he derailed. That engine's always derailing. It was probably just a broken piece of track. He'll be fine now. Just then, all the dockside crew heard an unfamiliar whistle. Evening, lads. It's nice to finally get down to the sea for a bit. Being cooped up in the castle isn't good, even without the castle being open. Oh, Stephen, I've not seen you in a while, said Skiff. Ever since we all had to switch up because the castle was closed. What are you doing here, Skiff, me hearty? I've been sent, said Stephen, to take over Percy's train for him. Apparently he was in an accident, so I've been sent to take over the mail. Are you sure you know where to go, said Cranky. And be quiet, said Skiff. It's dangerous. It's not dangerous, me hearty, it's just unkind. Remember when Caitlin did it all them years ago? I think I remember, but I've got this. Mail's not that heavy, is it? It can be if you don't drop it off at the right stations, cried Cranky. But Stephen had already left, puffing down the line. He's going to get into trouble, isn't he? You just know it, said Skiff. Stephen rolled down the line. What he didn't know is that he was meant to whistle at the station to tell the station master to change the points, but Stephen just trundled down. He was now in trouble. He was heading past the line he was meant to take. Oh, this isn't that bad, is it, driver? Said Stephen as he trundled over the bridge and down the line. Stephen rolled into the next station and pulled to a stop. As he pulled in, he was about to puff ahead when he forgot to whistle again. The letters and parcels got taken out, and Stephen set off, going down the wrong way, heading straight to Ulfstead Castle. But Stephen was none the wiser. Oh, the points must be set for me already. Isn't that convenient? Said Stephen. Stephen puffed down the line, and soon missed this last point. He was now heading down to Craven's Gate. Is anyone here for me? Said Stephen. Meanwhile, in Ulfstead Castle. Diesel, there's nothing there, said Harry and Bert. We've looked up and down the castle 4 times. What do you want us to do? You two can't do anything right. Move out the way. Let me get a look in it, said Diesel as he oiled in. What are we even looking for, said Harry. Yeah, said Bert. Can't we just relax? We're not even meant to be here. We're looking for treasure. If the castle's under construction, then it's free game, isn't it? Smirked Diesel as he rolled down to check under the cave. Meanwhile, Stephen had just arrived in Craven's Gate. But then there was trouble. The trucks found a good opportunity to push him forwards. Slow down, Stephen. You're going to crash into the barriers, said Peter Sam. But Stephen couldn't slow down. He crashed straight through 2 of the barriers. The cone flew on and landed on Peter Sam's funnel. Oh, great. Whoa, look out, said Stephen. But there was no point. Then there was trouble. Look, you two. I told you I found a fit. Look out, cried Stephen. Stephen shot over the line and crashed straight into Diesel. The narrow gauge track got covered by the mail trucks as every truck plummeted off the edge. Diesel landed with Stephen. Oh, what was that for? What are you doing in the castle? Harry and Bert jumped. Oh no, we've been rumbled. Quick, Bert, go, said Harry, as the 2 of them darted out there and raced away. Harry, Bert, get back here now. You're on your own, boss. We didn't even want to join in on this, said Harry and Bert as they shot away back to the Diesel works. Diesel and Stephen groaned. Just then, Miss Jenny ran out of the castle. She'd been staying there for a few days while the construction was underway. What's going on here? Said Miss Jenny. You could have hurt some of my machines. Jack, who had been jolted awake, jumped up. I'm fine, said Jack, just a bit shocked. The Duke and Duchess, who had also been staying there, walked out and stepped onto the turntable. They looked over at the mess. What's happened? Said the Duke. Oh dear, is everyone all right? Said the Duchess. Quickly, one of you go and call for help. We need the breakdown crane and we need Sir Topham Hatt. This is serious. The Duke walked away as the Duchess tried to see what had happened. Before long, everyone was arrived at the accident, and the Topham Hatt stepped out of Winston and walked over. Stephen and Diesel, what on earth is going on? My brakes failed, sir, said Stephen. The trucks pushed me forwards and I couldn't stop. I understand, Stephen, but Diesel, Why on earth were you outside of the castle? I was just looking for something, sir. Looking for what? And what's that carousel car? Wait till the Earl hears about this. Hears about what, sir? Said the Earl as he jumped off Connor. He'd heard from the station and ran over. My castle wall. It was almost fixed. And... Diesel, why'd you have the carousel car? Carousel car? Carousel car? I did all of this for a stupid carousel car. All of what, Diesel? Oh, fine, I was looking for treasure. Don't you blame me, it's exciting. These castle walls haven't been explored for years. They have, Diesel. Where you were going was down to the storeroom. I store some supplies there for parties or celebrations. That's why you didn't say anything. This is ridiculous. Now get me out of this mess. Now. Will do, Diesel. Looks like they're both going to have to go to work, sir, said Rocky. I can see that, Rocky. So unfortunate. Now I'm down another 2 engines. I'll have to find someone else to take over the diesel oil rig. Oh, holy indignity, grumbled Diesel. Just then, the engines heard a loud puff. Why can't I get out? I want to go back to the shed. I'm tired, snapped Sir Handel. Oh, about that, said Rocky. Sir Handel looked at the mess and huffed as he rolled back away. At least that was sorted easy, chuckled Miss Jenny.